Hi everyone, this is Kassie and these are the weekly tarot horoscopes for the week of July 9 to July 16. If you want to check out last week's predictions, you can find them on the link in the right hand corner of this video. And don't forget to check my summer predictions, it's love predictions, from now until end of August, beginning of September. You can always find me for a personal tarot reading on my psychic platform www.cassiekai.com. You will get 3 free minutes with your subscription, extra free minutes every month, and other free stuff like your birth card, 2-card combinations in tarot, how to read tarot, and more things that will come in the future. But let's see the energies of next week. For Aries, we had the 10 of Cups and now it's the Knight of Cups. Last week you must have experienced emotional fulfillment, harmonious connections. The 10 of Cups shows that there must have been a deeper sense of joy, contentment in your personal life, in your love life, and supportive relationships around you. The Knight of Cups brings good news about romance and emotional experiences in general. Expect a week filled with heartfelt connections, exciting romantic encounters, and good news. Someone who's a water sign or ascendant, a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer will play a significant role in your life this week, and for some of you this will be someone that will help you resolve a romantic or a health issue. If you want to know how someone feels about you, they feel deeply connected to you, they feel attraction, love, affection, they care about you and they will show it in one way or another. If you're single, you may encounter a significant emotional connection this week with someone that you share the same interests, while for some of you there will be a romantic trip with your partner, or you may meet a new charming person while you're traveling. There will be an expression of feelings and you will embrace the romantic opportunities that come your way. However, if you are dealing with someone who's emotionally controlling and they like to create drama, you may decide to cut them off and look for other more compatible options. Professionally, the 10 of Cups signifies a harmonious and rewarding environment at work. You will feel a sense of fulfillment and satisfaction in your work, and the Knight of Cups is on the same tone, on the same vibe, suggests creative, intuitive endeavors. This will be a very beneficial energy for those of you who are involved in artistic and creative professions. This week, trust your instincts and allow your passion to guide your career choices. Someone may come to you with an opportunity and offer that will be very tempting. This is an energy that will last for about 2 weeks, and make sure you make good use of it because the Knight of Cups is a very positive energy. For Taurus, we had the 4 of Pentacles and the Moon. Taurus, last week you must have found stability and emotional balance on some level in some area of your life, and the 4 of Pentacles represents security and a solid foundation, so you probably made moves, you took action to bring more stability into your life in some way. Now the Moon signifies introspection but also fears and insecurities. Your intuition will be very strong though, so this week you may experience a time of self-reflection, but you will also trust your instincts and you will navigate through uncertainties based on your intuition, which is the right thing to do because your intuition will be very strong this week. In matters of love, the 4 of Pentacles you got before shows that perhaps you had to deal with possessiveness or jealousy, or with someone who's not willing to change. And that means this week you will feel the need for more emotional security, more understanding, especially if your situation is vague and uncertain. The Moon shows intense feelings, intense attraction, that may be a little confusing at times, or there might be illusions around the relationship. You will find that it's important to communicate your needs and establish trust with your partner. if you feel that your relationship is confusing. If that's the case, don't make any decisions until the picture clears up. If you want to know how someone feels about you, there are fluctuations and their feelings are changing way too often. One day they feel one way, then another day another way. There isn't stability at the moment. Professionally, the Four of Pentacles highlights financial stability, so you must have felt encouraged and you worked diligently and with a sense of commitment. Now with the Moon, you may find that the situation is unstable or confusing. There will be changing energies and circumstances, and it's important that you trust your instincts and adapt. Things may be like that for a month or so. That's why it's important that you remain flexible. The strong day of this week is Monday. For Gemini, we had the Magician and now it's the Six of Cups. This week emphasizes your versatility and your creative potential. The Magician last week shows that you must have made the right moves to manifest your desires, and there must have been thoughts, ideas, communications that triggered the beginning of action, while the Six of Cups this week symbolizes nostalgia and connection to the past. Expect opportunities to express your creativity and reconnect with meaningful memories or with people from the past. That means that someone from your past may resurface, or you may reconnect with people you love. If you want to know how someone feels about you, there seems to be love and a strong connection between you that for some of you may feel karmic. The Six of Cups is associated with the past, and that's why for some of you an ex may appear, or they will try to reconnect with you in some way, but before you reconnect with them, make sure that you are on the same page, because yes, you share a strong connection, there's no doubt about that, but you should keep in mind that this time things may not be different and you may experience the same issues with them, the same frustrations over and over. If you're single, your charm and your wit may attract new romantic interests or rejuvenate an existing connection that were not progressing before. Embrace your ability to communicate effectively and bring joy to your love life through shared experiences and heartfelt gestures. Professionally, the Magician's influence empowers you to take initiative and showcase your skills. It's a favorable time for creative projects or innovative ideas. Combined with the Six of Cups, it indicates a potential for collaboration and teamwork. Be open to sharing your ideas and collaborating with others, as this can lead to successful ventures and a supportive work environment. The Six of Cups is Sun in Scorpio, and that can manifest as a significant event that will help you form deeper emotional and sexual connections. The strong days of this week will be Saturday and Sunday. For Cancer, we had the Ten of Swords and now it's the Death. This week brings transformation and the need to embrace endings for new beginnings to happen. The Ten of Swords showed the completion of a challenging cycle, while the Death represents the start of a transformative journey. It's time to release what no longer serves you and embrace positive change. The Ten of Swords you got last week is a disruptive card, so perhaps something ended or you found yourself in a very negative mindset. The Death this week can be something that you are not looking forward at all, but you know it's something that cannot be avoided. But once you deal with this issue, it will be once and for all, and you will feel liberated and free to make new beginnings and progress. If you want to know how someone feels about you, there must have been a significant transformation. Maybe there has been a disruption in your relationship or a pause in your communications. For some of you, this will be a decision to end the relationship or to make deep changes which seem to be difficult but much needed. Emotional baggage can make the atmosphere very heavy this week, so there might be some energies from the past that will affect your love life in a not so positive way. It's best that you allow space for new and more fulfilling love connections to enter your life. Connections that are no longer working may be very challenged this week, especially if those involved in them are resistant to change. Professionally, the Ten of Swords and the Death signify a period of transition, transformation. You may experience the end of a particular job or the end of a particular project, which will pave the way for new opportunities and growth, as at the same time you will start exploring new avenues that offer opportunities for more professional fulfillment. The Death is associated with Scorpio, so there might be a Scorpio sun or ascendant individual in your life that will play a significant role. For Leo, we had the World and now it's the Strength. The previous week was probably marked by achievements and inner strength. Perhaps something was completed in a very successful way, or you felt that the cycle was about to close and a new one was beginning soon. For some of you, the World could be a long-distance relationship or matters related to traveling that in some way got your attention last week, and the Strength now symbolizes your resilience, your persistence, your strength, your patience. Expect a week of patience and perseverance, as you will have to display those qualities if you want to produce solid and long-lasting results. Professionally this week you may have to make more effort than usual, but at the same time you will feel that you are recognized for your achievements and you will receive praise and maybe a reward for your hard work. For some of you, there might be a need to use your inner strength, your determination, to overcome challenges and stand your ground if there is opposition and resistance from your colleagues or people in your work environment. You may also take leadership role this week, and that will help you open new doors in the future and explore new opportunities, so don't be afraid of hard work. If you want to know how someone feels, this indicates a deep and maybe karmic emotional connection. However, you may find that this person is reluctant to express themselves emotionally and that they are holding back their thoughts and their feelings. That's because they want to be sure that they do the right moves, the right thing. For the same reason, you may find that they are moving rather slowly and carefully, and if you attempt to speed things up, you will meet opposition and resistance. The Strength is associated with your sign, so this is a very beneficial week for you to show off your abilities and to put yourself in the center of attention in any way you see fit. The strong day of this week will be Sunday. For Virgo, we had the Knight of Cups and now it's the Justice. This week highlights emotional balance and the pursuit of justice. Last week's Knight of Cups indicates that romantic endeavors must have kept you busy, and maybe a water sign individual, a Scorpio, Pisces or Cancer, played a significant role in your life, in your love life or in your professional life. And some of you must have received unexpected help or a sudden display of affection. The Knight of Cups is often a helper. This week, the Justice signifies fairness and equality. This will be a week of decisions, balance, so it's possible that you are going to make a serious decision with regards to a relationship. A decision that can bring harmony or chaos depending on how you will deal with the current energies and dynamics. Professionally, the Knight of Cups showed creative and passionate endeavors, especially for those of you who are creatively inclined, and maybe last week you approached your career with enthusiasm and dedication. But this week, the Justice emphasizes the need for fairness and equity in your professional interactions, and if objectivity and balance wasn't there, this week you will have to make a decision that will restore balance in your work environment. If you want to know how someone feels about you, the Justice indicates that they are filtering their feelings through logic. That means they may put their feelings aside, wanting to do the right thing. Also, they want to express their thoughts and their truth which might be different from your truth. For that reason, some of you will be called to find common ground and make some compromises if you want a relationship to continue. You will receive significant messages and there will be important communication that will help you put a relationship on a more realistic basis. Someone who's a Libra sign or ascendant will play a significant role in your life this week, while in 9 to 10 days from now, there will be an event that may feel like karmic or fated. For Libra, we had the Sun and now it's the Tower. Under this combination Libra, this week brings a blend of positive energy and unexpected change. The Sun represents joy and vitality, so last week you must have experienced some good moments. Perhaps you had fun with your friends, with your partner, or with young people, with your kids if you have kids. And something happened that gave you hope about the future. Now the Tower signifies a sudden upheaval, so there might be an unexpected event this week, something that may be a little disruptive, but for those of you who need change, that's the kind of energy that's needed. In career, although last week, one way or another, you must have experienced recognition for your talents or your hard work, the Tower's influence may indicate unexpected disruptions or changes in your career path. For instance, you may hear that someone from your work is going to leave, or there might be an unexpected change in management or another disruptive change that will leave you feeling a little confused. But no matter what happens, embrace these challenges as these are opportunities for growth. By remaining resilient and open to change, you can overcome obstacles and emerge stronger in your professional pursuits. If you want to know how someone feels about you, there seems to be a sudden shift or an unexpected change or a revelation that caused their feelings to change. Maybe they had a sudden realization about your relationship, or they saw an aspect of your relationship that they weren't aware of before. It's possible that they are taking some distance for a while to reevaluate the situation and decide whether it's worth salvaging or not. This might be a week of karmic lessons, so if you keep experiencing the same energies over and over with the same person or with different people and in different circumstances, maybe there's something you need to learn from that. The strong day of this week will be Tuesday. For Scorpio, we had the Hanged Man and now it's the Wheel of Fortune. Perhaps last week was a week of introspection for you, Scorpio, and you became more aware of the ebb and flow of life. Some of you must have gotten a new perspective, you saw things from a different angle, or you decided to make a sacrifice or a big compromise. Now the Wheel of Fortune symbolizes cycles of change. That's why you should expect a shift in the dynamics of your life, and that shift might come from life itself, without you making too much effort. New opportunities will arise and things will speed up. The Hanged Man is a very slow card anyway, static almost, so compared to last week, there will be more developments and more action. Professionally, the Hanged Man indicates that maybe you've taken a step back to assess your current situation, or you looked at things from a different perspective and you were more open to unconventional approaches. The Wheel of Fortune foretells there will be opportunities that will arise and you will have to be adaptable to the shifting circumstances. By remaining open-minded and adaptable, you can navigate through challenges and harness the positive energy for professional growth. If you want to know how someone feels about you, there will be a change in their feelings and in their attitude. If things have been slow in the previous days, now there will be a shift, a change for the better, and maybe a new beginning. Perhaps there's been a pause, a break in your relationship, and this week things will start picking up. If things have been bad, expect an improvement. If things have been good, the nature of the wheel is such that can bring an unexpected disruption or change. So no matter what happens, try to remain grounded and keep in mind that the wheel is always turning and the only certainty in life is change. For Sagittarius, we had the Four of Wands and now it's the Sun. Last week must have brought a celebration and a sense of accomplishment. The Four of Wands signifies harmony, joyful experiences, a joyous coming together, while the Sun on the same tone shows that this week you will experience more vitality, more energy, and more success. Expect a week filled with positive energy, social connections, and the fulfillment of a goal. Maybe that will be the culmination of last week's energies, as the Sun is a much stronger card than the Four of Wands, so maybe that's when you will really see solid results and you will feel happy with yourself and with your progress. Professionally, the Four of Wands shows that you must have experienced a harmonious and supportive work environment, and there must have been recognition, praise for your hard work. Now, the Sun's influence suggests success and a positive outlook in your career. There won't be a big change in the dynamics compared to last week, but energies and vibes will remain good, and you will feel satisfied with your performance and the results you produce at work. If you want to know how someone feels, they feel very connected and happy to be with you. They actually feel more alive in some way, and your presence is like a light in their life. Their Sun is a card of healing, so there's a good chance you will be able to heal a relationship that's been broken up or challenged in some way. Some of you will experience a revelation this week, as the light of the Sun often reveals aspects of situations that we are not always able to see. Maybe you will learn a secret, or something that was confusing will make sense. The Sun is associated with Leo, so there might be a Leo person in your life who will play a significant role, and the strong day of this week will be Sunday. For Capricorn, we had the Emperor, and now it's the Nine of Pentacles. Last week highlighted your authority and your ability to manifest your goals, and something in your life must have become more structured in some way. Some of you must have gotten the opportunity to take lead of a situation, or you made big progress in your career. The Nine of Pentacles this week symbolizes material abundance and independence. Expect a week of taking charge and reaping the rewards of your hard work. For some of you, the Nine of Pentacles will be the culmination of past efforts that will result in more independence and stability, especially in financial matters. Under the influence of the Emperor and the Nine of Pentacles, you will find that this is a favorable time for making strategic decisions and setting clear goals for your career. One way or another, you will feel that you've done a great job and you will enjoy the rewards of your efforts. By utilizing your strong presence or a very important connection you have, you will be able to make significant success in your career. You will probably have to give a final push to something that's about to be completed in a very successful way. If you want to know how someone feels about you, they may be a little stubborn at the moment, as the Emperor last week and the Nine of Pentacles you got now both show that this person puts their own needs first, and they might not be too willing to compromise or sacrifice those needs for yours. And you may find they act a little selfish. As the Nine of Pentacles is independence and self-sufficiency, they may act as if they don't need you or anyone else. If that's the case, you should not pressure them, as that will result in further resistance. The Nine of Pentacles is Venus in Virgo, and that will bring a tendency to analyze and scrutinize love and relationship dynamics. You may find yourself seeking perfection or overanalyzing your feelings or the actions of your partner. It's important to find a balance between being discerning and being critical, and allowing yourself to embrace imperfections and appreciate the authenticity of your connections. The strong day of this week will be Friday. For Aquarius, we had the High Priestess, and now it's the King of Cups. Last week, you may have tapped into your intuitive abilities and you embraced your inner wisdom. The High Priestess signifies spiritual insight and inner knowing, but also secrets. So maybe you've learned a secret last week, or you shared a secret of yours last week. This week, the King of Cups enters the scene, symbolizing emotional maturity and empathy that come from someone who's probably a water sign or ascendant, Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer. And you will find that this person is more understanding to your interactions and to your relationship in general. Under the influence of the High Priestess and the King of Cups, you will experience a heightened sense of intuition and emotional intelligence. You will have a deep understanding of your emotions and the emotions of others, so you will be very empathetic this week. If you want to know how someone feels, they feel deeply connected to you and their feelings are authentic. Their feelings are also getting more mature and they know what they want now. You will be able to communicate better and express your thoughts and your feelings better, as under the energy of the High Priestess, there might have been a pause in your communication or some distance between you. If that has been the case, expect that this week things will get better and they will be more open emotionally and more sensitive to your needs. Professionally, this week you will find that people at work are more understanding, more compassionate to your needs, so this is a good time to ask for a favor or to connect with your colleagues in a deeper and more positive way. As water energy is still very strong around you, you will feel a powerful combination of intuitive wisdom and emotional intelligence. This energy will be with you for 10 to 15 days and will allow you to improve your relationships, either personal or professional. For Pisces, we had the Knight of Pentacles and now it's the Chariot. Last week, you may have embraced a methodical and disciplined approach to your endeavors. The Knight of Pentacles represents a diligent and reliable work ethic, suggesting you must have made some progress by staying focused and dedicated. This week, the Chariot enters the scene, symbolizing inner strength and triumph. You will find yourself embodying the qualities of the Chariot, harnessing your determination and your perseverance to overcome challenges and to achieve your goals. In your career, you must have made some interesting progress last week, and this week you will stay focused on your tasks, you will be thorough in your approach, and you will demonstrate your commitment to excellence. Your drive and determination to succeed will be strong, your confidence and resilience too, and you will tap into your inner strength to navigate any challenges that arise. And having said that, there might be some difficulties, some differences, as the Chariot is also a card of contrasts, but by maintaining control, you will be able to overcome those obstacles. If you want to know how someone feels about you, they may be a little reserved and guarded emotionally, so you may find them very hard to read, or they don't want to share much at this moment. For some of you, the Chariot is a relationship with someone who's in a different country or someone who's from a different cultural background. You will probably have to deal with the contrasts of such a relationship, with the difficulties of it, and you will have to reconcile those differences if possible. The Chariot is associated with Cancer, and that's why there might be a Cancer sun or ascendant person that will play a role in your life this week. The strong days of this week will be Monday and Saturday. So these were the weekly tarot horoscopes for the week of July the 10th to July the 16th. I hope you enjoyed them and I will see you again next week. I wish you a great week.